This story happened to Jenny in January 2016, just over a month before her art exam. It was her second attempt at the college entrance exams, and she was feeling depressed. Her parents suggested a road trip with her uncle's family, 2 cars setting off from Beijing. They weren't in a hurry, stopping whenever they grew tired. The scenery along the way was beautiful, and Jenny practiced sketching. As they neared Xi'an, Jenny received a notification to confirm her personal details online for the art exam. She hadn't brought her laptop, and her phone couldn't load the page, so they decided to find an internet cafe. But by the time they reached Xi'an, it was past midnight. With the Lunar New Year approaching, most internet cafes were closed. Exhausted from searching, they checked into a small inn that had a room with a computer. When Jenny stepped out of the car, she felt the weight of multiple gazes on her. Looking up, she saw several figures standing by the windows, swaying slightly, their faces expressionless and gloomy. After checking in, Jenny and her cousin went to the 3rd floor to the room with the computer, while her parents, uncle and aunt stayed in 2 standard rooms on the 2nd floor. It was past midnight and Jenny was in a hurry. She rushed to the computer while her cousin went to shower. Moments later, her cousin screamed from the bathroom. Thinking she was just calling out, Jenny asked, "Hey, have you confirmed it yet?" There was no response. Her cousin called again. So Jenny replied, "I haven't gotten it to work yet." A moment later, her cousin burst out of the bathroom, her face pale, asking, "What's wrong? Why were you shouting? Why were you crying?" Jenny frowned, confused. "I didn't cry. Did you mishear me?" Then she added, "Hey, can you watch this page? I'm going to shower now." Her cousin hesitated for a few seconds. "If you showered yesterday, maybe skip it tonight. The hot water here is unstable. Sometimes it's freezing. Just stay and chat with me, okay?" Jenny insisted. "I have to shower. Who knows if the next stop will have hot water?" The bathroom door was frosted glass. While showering, Jenny noticed a shadow about half a person's height lingering outside. Assuming it was her cousin squatting by the door, organizing their shoes, she didn't think much of it. After her shower, Jenny found her cousin already in bed. She turned off the lights and lay down. Half asleep, she heard loud snoring like a grown man's. Her cousin had never snored before. The sound was so loud it kept Jenny awake. Her cousin lay with her back to her, holding her phone, its bright screen irritating Jenny's eyes. Stressed about the exam, Jenny grew annoyed. The 2 single beds were only half a meter apart, so she reached over and nudged her cousin. No response. Thinking her cousin had fallen asleep with her phone on, Jenny got up to turn it off and tuck her in. Then her cousin turned her head, revealing the face of a dark-skinned man, grinning. He muttered, "Run, run, run." In a flash, he darted toward the door. Terrified, Jenny grabbed her watch, charger and phone, hurling them at the figure. Abruptly, her cousin's voice came from behind her, clear and almost broadcast-like. Jenny couldn't understand most of it, except the last sentence. "What's wrong?" Jenny flipped on the light. Her cousin was now lying on the bed by the window, the one Jenny had been sleeping in. Disoriented, Jenny stayed awake until 5 a.m., her body aching. Since Jenny had always believed she had mental health issues, thinking her depression caused hallucinations, she didn't dare bring it up immediately. She also worried her cousin would be angry about the thrown phone, so she decided to wait until they were on the road to explain. The next morning, her parents, uncle and aunt were waiting anxiously at the entrance. "Don't ask, just get in the car," they urged. At breakfast, sitting alone with her cousin at a small table, Jenny tried to explain. But before she could, her cousin spoke. "The room last night. From the moment I started showering, I felt like someone was walking around. I saw a shadow leaning against the frosted glass and thought it was you trying to talk to me. That's why I kept asking if you were okay. Near the end, I even heard you crying." She also remembered Jenny sleeping by the window, so she had no idea why, when Jenny woke her, she was suddenly on that side of the room. Meanwhile, Jenny's parents and relatives had heard footsteps, knocking, faucets turning on, and toilets flushing on the second floor. Later, Jenny recalled seeing figures by the windows when they arrived. Last year, Jenny visited Xi'an again to meet a college friend, a local. She mentioned the old inn, and her friend said, "Ooh, there used to be one like that, but it burned down shortly after the Lunar New Year in 2016. Nothing was left."